Hi, my name is Bob Ellis, and the farm here is located in Chrisman, Illinois. Farm with my father and brother, a four-generation farming operation. We've incorporated in 1993, and I've had this sprayer since the fall of 2004, and I own it in partnership with a cousin that also farms. We're farming around 3,000 acres in our operation, and then my cousin's, with his farm, probably looking at another 1,000, 1,500 acres or so. So with a sprayer, we're running over about 4,500 acres. Do that, we'll run multiple times, so in a year's time we get to run over several acres. Normally applications, we would run 2 applications in corn and usually 2 applications in beans, and then possibly we may have to make a 3rd application. And if we use insecticide, at that point we may make an application with it, depending on conditions. We're raising corn and soybeans. We raise quite a bit of food grade corn, and then we raise a lot of seed beans acres. When we're in the field, spraying season starts. I mean, we've got to be able to go, and we just we can't afford any time down. That's the main reason that we own our own sprayer, is because we have got to have this machine moving, and time is critical for us. Sometimes when we have custom applications, they try their best to be here, but they have other customers that they have to serve, and sometimes you may have to wait. And they do the best they can, but there's times that we need to be going now and not tomorrow or the next day. So that's really one of the main factors that we own our own sprayers, to be able to do it on a timely fashion, do it when we need to do it, and that's the main reason. They think as far as for our operation, the sprayer is one of our very important pieces of equipment that we operate and maintain. We ran spray coops in the past. I owned, I think, 3 spray coops. The boom width, this allowed us to go to 90-foot boom. It was only 60-foot boom. The small tank on the spray coop limited us somewhat, and so that's why we really needed to move up to a bigger machine. And we'd increased our farm size, and like I say, our cousin was interested in a sprayer. He'd had a spray coop also, and we decided to get rid of the spray coops and just buy one machine. I'd been at the trade shows and around, and I've been looking at the Apache probably off and on for 3 or 4 years before we bought this one. And we had become interested in the Apache, and what drew us to it, we liked about it was being dry shaft drive, no hydrostat. We didn't feel that we needed 4-wheel drive for our type of operation, and just the simplicity of the machine and the location, the manufacturing in Indiana, close to us, and had been to the factory and made a tour and was impressed with their facility and the quality of the machine. And when they'd come out with this new model, this is the first year of the new model that we have here, and that's when we decided to purchase it. Oh, the Apache, of course, it's quite a bit more capacity. Spray coop, we were running 200 gallons versus 850 with this machine, so able to cover quite a few more acres between a fill. Normally we'll spray 10 gallons the acre, so most times we'll spray 80 acres to the fill. Normally our spraying speed, I usually run between average 14 to 15 most of the time. Spray coop, we were running it probably at about 7 to 8 miles an hour on it most of the time. So we about doubled the speed what we were operating at. We got some farms that may travel up to 20 miles. So the Apache was running about 28, 29 miles an hour. We just drive it. When I had the spray coop, I'd haul it. I had a trailer, and I would haul it. As far as the ride, through the field, it has a nice ride. It rides better than the spray coop that we had. Although the spray coop wasn't a bad machine. Of course, you're trying to kind of comparing apples to oranges when we're looking at the spray coop that we were running, because we were running the smaller coops, and it has a nice ride. And I like the way they have this set up with their stability on the hydraulics is the load. When you shift from side load shifts, it tends to hold the machine level. Like you go around a corner, and the way this system's designed, the hydraulic pressure pushes on the side that's pushing down, help to continue to keep the machine level. That's like that real well. Yeah, with this machine, we're able to run, if we have some wet spots, we're able to get through them fine. Not had an issue there. Just seem to go right on through some of the wet spots. And we can run this machine anywhere from, post application and some fall applications, and clear up into in crop. I sprayed quite a bit of corn. I actually would use drops on the boom and spray corn when it would be, the corn would be running, tire height. So it was about to the capacity of the sprayer, but we've done that quite a bit. Well, of course, with the coupe, when you're running a three-wheeler machine, you've got on the end rows, you're going to have three tracks. So you've got that middle wheel is always going to make its own track, that the rear wheels, then they make theirs. So with the four-wheel machine, the rear wheel's following the front wheels, so a little less damage there on the turns. It's a well-built machine. As far as the structure of it, the engineering of it, we've seen that it's more than adequate, and so we've just, it's just been trouble-free, really. Just minor things we've had some problems with, and they've taken care of them, some things that we've fixed, and nothing major at this time, and very happy with the machine. We think we'll continue to run it for several more years. I'd have to say that the service that we have gotten from Equipment Technologies and our local dealer through Weight Company have been very, very good. We did have a problem with one of the center sections here a year or so ago, and it was a manufacturing issue with the boom. I called them that morning that it happened, and if I recall right, I think they were here before the day was over. If not, they were here the next morning. Other than that, we've just really not had any issues with the sprayer, so I guess I haven't really got to have any major problems where I've had to have anybody, that's been down any length of time. We feel the sprayer makes us money on our farm. If you just look at what it costs per acre to have applications done, you have to put a pencil to it for your own operation, how many acres you're covering, and so forth. But for us, and being a farm with a cousin, part owner in it, and he uses it too, and we work some together, it's worked out very well. We're both very happy. I'm actually doing more with this one than we were actually doing with two, and less manpower. I'd tell a neighbor or other farmers that talk to me that, I would seriously take a look at the Apache sprayer, depending on their situation. But I think as far as a farmer operation, for us, it's the most cost-efficient sprayer.
Russ McCutcheon. We're located in Park County, Indiana, and I'm a 4th generation. My son's a 5th generation here, and basically we just corn and beans and wheat and a few cows. I was looking for something that was simple, easy to operate, and didn't have a whole bunch of hydraulic motors to run. And I was coming from a pickup sprayer that I'd run for probably 4 or 5 years, which was a very good item, but it was hard to get across everything quick enough. And I moved up. I was looking for something to get the job done because we got other jobs we try to get done. I looked at the Rogator, but you have the problem of hydraulic-driven motors. And if you went and bought a used machine with 3,000 or 4,000 hours on it, and then you run into a problem on your wheel seals or your wheel motors, you can run into several dollars real quick repairing them, where this Apache is all mechanically driven. The Apache does what I want it to do, and I don't have to sit around and wait for a commercial outfit to come in here. I can do my spraying where I think it needs to be done. And then I can go do it, and I can quit. If I need to quit in the middle of the afternoon to do something else, I can quit and don't have to wait on nobody. Plus, I'm doing my own service, and I do the job the right way. That's why I own it. The ride's excellent, and you're going across the field and you hit a rough spot, and the suspension will glide you right across. Where the old pickup sprayer, you'd hit a chuck hole and the boom would fly in the air, and this here, it'll just lay right down. I mean, it'll walk right across the rough spots to water. For the pickup sprayer, a long, hard day of spraying about 400, 500 acres in the pickup sprayer, you're ready to go home. And I can do this roughly before dinner on this and be home early, according to what the wind's doing, but you feel a lot more relaxed driving this. Get more acres with the pass, less trips across the field, and I can let the corn get a little taller before I need to come back in across. A pickup sprayer with corn, it was a timely issue. You either got it done or you had to hurry it done. Now, if we turn it off wet for a week or so, I can still go in and do my corn because of the height here. I can get the job done. Well, you can sit in the seat and still see your 100-foot booms. You know, they're not out in front of you. And every once in a while, you have to stop and check. You can see most of them in the mirror. You can look out of the mirror and look behind you to see if they're working. And you can look both ways. And once you get everything set up, you've got visibility to look around. And the light bar being out on the hood, for me, gives you a more visual area than sitting right here, something you can swing in front of your eyes right here, because you're looking here instead of out there. Be like me looking at you. I can see more stuff looking at you from here than I would if you were sitting right here. It just gives you a better visual, and you can see everything out of that cab. It's improved my way of thinking and farming, just by owning one of them. But a lot of guys will take the step, it's a time-consuming job, but you got control over it. And I tell him that. You're doing your own business, you're gonna run your own spray, you're doing your own job. So you have to make time to make money and save money. Everybody thinks the first cost, you think this Apache sitting here behind me is costing you money. It's not. You're making money with this tool. Yeah, they cost a lot, but you're making money with this, and that's what we're out here for, to save money and make money. When I pull into a field, I know what I'm gonna do. I don't pull into the field and make a figure eight and come back to the corner and back up in the corner and sit there and think about something else. I unfold, I know what I'm doing, and I spray right across the field and back in the corner and go. Because that's my field I'm turning in every time I go across the field. Now I may be spraying half-mile rows or mile-long rows. You may be taking 10 acres as you go across, or maybe taking 5. So every time you're driving that across the field, I just figured times $6 an acre if you hurried it done. Now, that's a little on the high side, but as high as fuel is, there's $30 in your pocket every time you're out there. You're making money, you're saving money. Sometimes the money that you make, you don't see. It just shows up at the end of the year, what you saved.